Why you're tired, lazy, and lose energy after lunch? After lunch, you feel sluggish and exhausted instead of revived and energized. There are still numerous duties and activities to complete, so the body needs to remain alert and attentive. Most people typically experience fatigue and sleepiness after eating, particularly at lunch. Drowsiness after eating may result from an unhealthy lifestyle. One of the body's reactions to chemical changes brought on by digestion is sleepiness after eating. This is a universal occurrence, but you should start paying attention if you experience drowsiness after every meal. I am Caden, with expertise in self-development and finance. In my channel, I will tell you different ways to invest money and become a better version of yourself. Let's jump in to our topic today. People frequently imagine that after eating a meal, they will feel more invigorated. After all, food serves as the body's primary fuel source. In other circumstances, you can find yourself getting exhausted. After lunch, you could occasionally feel quite worn out. Digestion is primarily to blame for the post-lunch slump. However, there are other factors. For our body to work and for us to survive, we need energy. This energy comes from the food we eat, broken down during the digestive process into fuel, or glucose, and then macronutrients give our bodies calories, or energy. Our digestive system causes a variety of physiological reactions in our body. After eating, especially sugary foods, the pancreas produces insulin, which subsequently turns the sugars and glucose in circulation into glycogen in our cells. Tryptophan, an essential amino acid, travels to the brain due to excessive insulin release. Once in the brain, it causes a rise in serotonin and melatonin production, two neurotransmitters with calming effects and roles in sleep regulation. Notably, 90% of the body's serotonin is located in the belly, where it controls bowel motions. If you have a food allergy or intolerance, that could also play a role in your post-meal drowsiness. Food intolerances and allergies frequently cause digestive issues, such as gas, bloating, reflux, indigestion, constipation, or diarrhea. They can also impair cognitive function and cause tiredness. Finally, because the body needs to work extra hard and expend more energy to break down the amount of food, overeating in general, eating excessive portions, and eating particularly fatty meals might make you tired. Many scientists think serotonin, a crucial neurotransmitter, is to blame for post-meal weariness. Since the gastrointestinal tract produces up to 95% of the body's serotonin, your digestive system significantly impacts how you feel. The beneficial bacteria in your intestinal microbiome also affect serotonin activity. Your body's capacity to control your sleep, mood, and hunger is greatly influenced by serotonin. Serotonin has also been associated with nausea. This is because if you eat something hazardous or irritating, your gut will automatically create serotonin to aid in your body's removal of the poison. Moreover, foods high in carbohydrates, such as pasta, bread, potatoes, and rice, cause your body's serotonin levels to rise after eating. And when your body's serotonin levels are high, you often feel worn out and sleepy. Your body's sleep-wake cycle may be the cause of your excessive weariness after lunch. Your body may feel fatigued between 1 p.m. and 3 p.m., since the desire to sleep grows after around 10 a.m. and peaks at around 2 p.m. On the other hand, your body's weakened stress response and adrenal fatigue may cause excessive fatigue after lunch. Post-meal fatigue-inducing factors. Certain decisions you make in your daily life can exacerbate post-meal fatigue if you already experience adrenal fatigue. They consist of the following. Food options. Any meal you eat that requires more work from your body to metabolize will make you feel more stressed. For instance, the body must work harder to digest overcooked meat since it is more difficult to break down. The NEM stress response system may become overworked due to this additional load. Additionally, eating processed or high sugar foods can suddenly cause your blood sugar levels to surge and then decline. This may also contribute to your AFS symptoms getting worse and be another factor in your post-meal weariness, especially after lunch. White bread, as opposed to whole wheat or multigrain bread, is an example. When you eat white bread, your body quickly absorbs the refined sugars and carbs that lack fiber, which raises your blood sugar levels. This short-lived surge causes blood glucose levels to drop, which may make you feel exhausted and sleepy. Additionally, since eating large meals takes time, blood may be redirected from other bodily parts, including the brain, to aid digestion. Additionally, being thirsty while eating or after may make you feel sleepier. Meal sizes. In addition to food selections, the quantity of your meal can also influence how exhausted you feel after lunch. If you've eaten anything with high fat content, having a big dinner might quickly leave you feeling weary. Your body has to work hard to digest a massive amount of food right after you eat it. We all experience sluggishness after eating since digesting uses a lot of energy. Diabetes. If you have prediabetes or type 1 or type 2 diabetes, hypoglycemia, high blood sugar, or hyperglycemia may cause you to feel sleepy after a meal, low blood sugar. When you consume foods with a high sugar content, you can develop hyperglycemia, whereas simple carbs that are broken down too rapidly might cause hypoglycemia. Your blood sugar levels may soar and plummet in a short amount of time. How can you prevent falling asleep? Nothing significant, because the condition is entirely typical. By examining your food, you can lessen the slump and maintain your alertness. More food requires more energy to digest, which makes you feel sleepier after eating more. Therefore, eat a light lunch and smaller meals throughout the day. You would feel filled between smaller meals, which would stop you from overindulging in salty or high carb items. Eat lunchtime meals that are simple to digest and stay away from too many carbohydrates or fats. Those with diabetes may need to use greater caution. Eat breakfast. If you skip it, your energy level for the rest of the day will be lower. You will also be so hungry at lunch that you may choose less healthy foods or consume more portions. Avoid processed sugars and flours. Avoid white bread, muffins, banana bread, cakes, and croissants. Your blood sugar levels will jump more due to the more extensive sugar content, which will speed up the onset of the slump. Choose unprocessed, whole grain foods instead. Eat a complex carbohydrate, high protein lunch. Make sure your lunch is balanced and healthful by choosing a lunch that highlights colorful veggies as the primary attraction, as well as serving a whole grains and lean protein. Avoid processed foods and starchy sides. Consume fewer calories. It takes more energy to digest a large meal. You should experiment with eating smaller meals throughout the day rather than big lunches. A small lunch is balanced with a mid-morning and mid-afternoon snacks to ensure you consume the required number of calories throughout the day. In addition to nutrition and food choices, there are different things you can do to prevent the post-lunch slump. These consist of the following. Have a restful night's sleep. Receiving inadequate amounts of good sleep might alter how you feel after eating. Your body will feel more like sleeping if you're relaxed and satisfied, especially if you didn't get enough or had a stormy night. Likely, your body is simply adjusting to all the biochemical changes brought on by digestion if you feel sleepy after eating. Or, to put it another way, it's totally normal. However, it might not hurt to talk to your doctor or seek assistance from a nutritionist if the symptom is bothersome or changing your lifestyle habits doesn't appear to help. What do you think of this form from your perspective? Please let us know in the comments.